Well, that wraps up our questions. Now, each candidate will have 2 minutes to offer some closing remarks. And John, we're going to begin with you.
Thanks, Greg. I'd like to thank everybody again. I want to, first of all, thank all the organizers and everybody who was here, and of course, thank everybody on the stage with me here tonight. This election is important to all of us, and the decisions made at the ballot box will affect the next 4 years, and they are going forward. Our future together must be based on leadership that is willing to make difficult choices and make evidence-based decisions for the long term. A progressive conservative will stay the course. We need less government, more private enterprise. We need fewer promises and more actions. Together, we have to do more and expect more from the government that we elect. Finally, I will end my closing remarks with my thanks for the privilege of speaking here tonight as the PC candidate. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John. Margaret?
Hi. Thank you, and it truly has been my pleasure to be here as well. I knew this was going to be a tough crowd, but it's still good to come and account for the reasons and the decisions that we've made, and that's really important. This has been a tremendous 4 years for me. Just meeting the people that I've met at the doors, the people that I see in my office, the people that come in on the worst day of their lives. They come in because they don't have enough food, or they don't have whatever, maybe they can't pay their power bills, and these are all things that I've had the opportunity to help people with. Literally, I think there's been well over 1,000 people that have come in, and Bernadine and I have helped many people. Sometimes you can't, sometimes there's nothing you can, but it's meant so much to me to be able to do that. There are a lot of things that I'm really proud of that we've done. The Lance Interchange was just announced a few weeks ago. That was a tremendous project, and we know what that's going to do. It's changing the face of the infrastructure in East Hants. It's going to change traffic patterns. We know that it's going to start to be built in 2019. In January 2019 was the commitment from a provincial government. It was a provincial and federal commitment to get that done, and that's going to be a big thing for East Hants. It's going to change up to 2,000 more units built, and then plus the commercial units in the Lance area. It's going to change East Hants a lot, and it's certainly going to help with our municipal taxes as well. Also, when I first got started, we found out about the fracking wastewater being left in Kennecott and the tar ponds, and I'm really pleased too that that's all being cleaned up. We've dealt with that. We've resolved that issue, and it's nice to say that we've renewed our commitment to make sure that there will be no fracking in Nova Scotia. So this has been a wonderful time for me, but we're not finished. There is still so much more to do, so many things that we still need to work on. I really want to see this interchange project move forward. I don't know that it's going to.
Thank you, Margaret. Liam?
I would also like to thank the organizers for taking the time out of their evening to organize this, Chamber of Commerce for hosting, the Weekly Press for taking the questions and consolidating all the responses into 12. That's no easy task right there. I also would like to thank everyone who has supported me thus far, because this has been an amazing ride. For example, I didn't believe I could actually do this at the age of 23. I thought I'd have a lot more opposition than I had. And to see the support everyone's had, it's really, really amazing. And I believe that together we can actually do better than just good enough, like saying our schools are good enough, our roads are good enough. I believe we can move past that to saying our roads are excellent, our schools are excellent, our standards are excellent. I believe that together we can create a better Hants East, a better Nova Scotia. I believe that together we can actually do this and accomplish so much more than we could do on our own. So I believe that if we got to move forward, we got to do it together, not as one. As one, not as an individual.
Thank you, Liam. Jen?
I'd like to thank everyone who came out and everyone who's watching at home. Thank you for being interested. Thank you for voting. I hope you know that you can already vote at the returning office just up the road, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And you might like what I'm saying, but you might worry that voting for me won't count. The thing is, it will if you do. If I win, I'll change our voting our election system to proportional representation. And if I don't win, I'll be there to remind your MLA that X number of people did not vote for them and do not necessarily follow what their party wants, and they need to represent them anyway. If you're not pleased with the federal Liberals' failure to follow through on electoral reform, I encourage you to call Scott Bryson. I'm in my other job, I'm a reverend, and I mostly do event celebrantship, and so I care deeply about helping couples to get married the way they want, when they want, with the words they want. And so that translates to wanting, and baptisms and funerals. So I want people to be able to have their children, birth their children where they want, the way they want, and to die when they want, the way they want, where they want. And I know that nothing is easier than saying vows, and nothing is more challenging than living them every day. I know you might be tired of promises, but I feel like I can keep these. I promise you these things. I will be honest with you always. I will celebrate with you in times of joy, and I will grieve with you in times of sadness. I will listen to you with understanding and speak to you with encouragement. I will believe in your dreams and support your goals. I will help you when you need it, and I will step aside when you don't. I will respect and honor you always. I will love you for all of my life. And that last one might sound strange, but I have a spot in my heart for Edmundston, New Brunswick, for Waikagama, Cape Breton, for Orangedale, Cape Breton, for Lennoxville, Quebec, for St. Croix, West Hants, and for all of East Hants as I'm getting to know you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen. Well, I can truly say that I've never met a politician at any level that did not enter politics for the right reasons. And I think from what I've seen tonight, it still holds true. I'd like to thank you all for your considerable commitment to attempting to improve Nova Scotia, East Hants, and all of our lives. And thank you for allowing me to do this tonight. Thanks.